You're playing yourself from 19 years onwards, and you look very, very convincing. Did you have apprehensions that would you look convincing as a 19-year-old?
I didn't know if I'd be convincing.
You posted a picture on Instagram recently with your on-screen parents and your brother. How's the experience now?
It's really emotional.
How important was it for you to just present things in a real manner, including yourself?
The stories, what happened, those are true. They're all real stories, so it was important for me. Hi, I'm Sunny Leone, and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.
Do you have apprehensions about the fact that you're playing yourself from 19 years onwards, and you look very, very convincing? Do you have apprehensions that would you look convincing as a 19-year-old?
I didn't know if I'd be convincing. I did it, and I know that we did a few trials where we added like more fat on my face, like to round it out, like to look younger and all these different things. But once we did the look test and everything, it worked best for me to just be me, and you know, it worked. So I think, you know, people's perception of what Sunny Leone should look like is, you know, someone who's always dolled up, always tons of makeup, always this crazy hair, and when you take everything away, you know, and you're just yourself, I think, you know, naturally things change. Definitely.
Now, you posted a picture on Instagram recently with your on-screen parents and your brother. I personally looked at it, it was very apparent that that family means a lot to you because your parents are no more, and I'm sure that you must have lived that experience, and that must have been maybe cathartic for you, maybe traumatic for you. How's the experience now when you just look back at it, and was it as real as it gets?
It's really emotional, and I know that they're not my real parents. I remember the first time that I met them. I walked in the room, we were going to do a reading together. I saw them, and less than 5 minutes I was outside crying because they just, even though they're not them, they're playing them, and I miss them, and it wasn't something that was enlightening or cathartic at all. I know a lot of people say, oh, it must have been a healing experience to, you know, do this, and I say absolutely not. It was not healing. It was just opening Pandora's box and opening the wounds and opening everything back up, and that was not fun at all, and I thought I was mentally, physically ready to go through that, and I wasn't, not even close to ready. Even now, even talking about it, it like hurts a lot, because, and it's not the situations that, you know, every family has good things happen, bad things happen. And we all have our family demons and secrets. Every family has it. It wasn't that. It was just envisioning them alive again, or, you know, watching them die again, you know, or walking into the house that they had built. They had pictures of my parents everywhere. That was hard. It's like walking into your own personal, like, I don't want to say anything so bad, but, you know, like your own little personal hell almost. Like, I'm staring at you people on the walls all day long, and I had, not that looking at their pictures, it's nice sometimes, but every day, and you know it hurts, and you know they're not there, it was really difficult. I cried every day.
Hanu, I'm sure, when I look at that picture as well, with Grusha Kapoor, Mr. Anand, and Sunny, I would say, call him Sunny. So it had that moment, like when you look at it, you can feel that. Now, you know, what I personally really liked about the entire web series was that it's very difficult to be honest about your own life, to just show people whatever you've been through. It's definitely not easy. People can have alibis that I did this because of this that happened in my life. There were moments when you felt that since your mom was drinking alcohol, and maybe that was a catalyst that drove you into what you thought you should be doing. But the fact is that then it becomes very human. It becomes very real. You go and buy a bracelet for her because that's what she really wanted. So it becomes very, very human, that mother-daughter relationship, that there are very good sides to the lady as well that come forth. So it's just everything is balancing out, and how the economic condition was, and why you really thought of maybe just taking up an offer that earlier you were not accustomed to. How important was it for you to just present things in a real manner rather than blaming anyone, including yourself?
Yeah, it was really important to me that the story was as real and honest as I can make it. And that was one thing that we had discussed from the very beginning. This isn't going to be some take of a director, a producer, a writer, a take of what somebody thinks my life should be like. Right. And that's what we faced a lot of, like, we'll call it constructive criticism from a lot of people within the industry that wanted to maybe take on this story. Was they wanted to change it into something that it wasn't, and change it into maybe something darker or more sexual, or you know, change situations to better appeal to the Indian market, whatever that means, which I don't believe in. I believe that everything's changing right now as far as television goes and films. But that was one of the big issues that we were facing when, you know, finding somebody to support the story. The story was going to be my story. Of course, like, a location is embellished to look nice on screen, or maybe my clothes were different, you know, or you know, there's like little things obviously that are different, but the stories, what happened, those are true. They're all real stories, and you know, this is like I call it like 5% of everything that's happened, you know, because you can't fit that all into TV, obviously.
Right.
So it was important for me. Even if I look bad, it doesn't matter to me. That's my life.
Right. So you're working on season 2, which I think should be there. And
it's finished.
It's
we wrapped.
Okay. And when is it going to be here now?
I believe that they would like to release it sooner than later, right. Because people really enjoyed this first season. Yeah. Season 2 is going, I mean, it emotionally killed me. And I think that people are going to go on a very interesting and like roller coaster of emotions, because season 2 is when a lot of not so great things happen. Lots of good things happen, but a lot, you know, both my parents pass away. Right. So, which is a big part of my story and who I am today.
Definitely.
Hi, I'm Sunny Leone, and you're watching Bollywood Hungama.